Okay, that's it. Okay, antes de escuchar el audio les digo que las clases a partir de hoy están grabadas y vamos a estar colocando el link en Google Classroom. El de ayer no grabé por un pequeño detalle técnico. Pero a partir de hoy estamos grabando las clases y para los que quieran volver a repasar o algo que no quedó claro, pueden mirarlo en el link que les paso. Voy a pasar. Ok, vamos a escuchar audio entonces. Por favor, abran sus libros para escuchar el audio de la lección 1. ¿Alguien no encontró la página? Open your books on the page number 1. Language laboratory activities. Entonces el libro tiene las lecciones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Luego la lección 5 se encuentra el homework. Luego de las páginas HW homework están las páginas EE, que son ejercicios de evaluación. Luego de los ejercicios de evaluación se encuentran los anexos. Y luego de los anexos se encuentra el otro librito que es para dejarle escuchar el audio. Que se llama Language Laboratory Activities. Y comenzamos entonces con el 1. ¿Puedo comenzar?
What page, teacher?
¿En qué página estamos? Ya no tengo el librito. Ah, sí. Bueno, voy a compartir. Creo que tengo el libro acá. Mientras encuentran, voy a compartir con ustedes el librito que tengo. O ya va, cerré. Sí. Entonces este sería el librito que está después de los anexos. Dice Language Laboratory Activities. Allí están las páginas. Y para el primer audio vamos a escuchar Tape 1A. Está en la página número 1 de este librito. La palabra figures significa números. Figures 1 through 5, referente a vocabularios que estudiamos. Figures 6 o número 6, grammar, comparative and superlative forms, lo que estuvimos viendo el día de hoy. ¿Ok? ¿Encontraron la página? Yengo, ¿encontraste?
En mi libro no se ven casi las páginas, bro.
¿En serio? Pero esta parte encontraste en el libro. Casi al final están estas páginas. Tenemos ahí el índice de todas las lecciones. Estamos en la lección 1, IP 1A, ¿no? Porque anteriormente eran tapes y no eran... Tenemos lección 1, 2, 3, 4 y la página, esta es página 7, números romanos, página 8, números romanos, y luego esto está en la página número 1. Y aquí es lo que vamos a estar. Language Laboratory Activities, Tape 1A, Book 21, Figure 1, or Number 1. Figure and number are the same. So, let's go. ¿Encontraron? ¿Alguien está perdido ya?
Yes, teacher.
Yo no encontré.
¿Con Nao ya encontraste?
Yo no encontré.
Y yo no tengo el libro, por eso no te puedo mostrar acá.
La página Hasta casi al final.
Página número 1, al final está.
Está la cintita verde acá. Y unas cuantas páginas más adelante está la... No sé si me encontraron.
De la última página empezar la página 87 y ahí venía hasta el 1. De la última página de atrás.
Oye, ahí ya vas a encontrar con esa explicación. Small.
Books to the language laboratory activities for tape 1A. Look at figure 1. Look at the map and repeat the words and sentences.
Number 1, region. Region.
¿Qué tal sale la...? ¿Escuchan bien?
So,
Se escucha bien, profe.
Okay.
Ok, por favor, repitan también para adquirir la correcta pronunciación. Region, entonces.
The activities for tape 1A. Look at figure 1. Look at the map and repeat the words and sentences.
Number 1, region. Region.
Region.
The United States is divided into regions.
The United
The United States is divided into regions.
Number 2, population.
Population.
There's more population in the east than in the west.
There's more population in the east than in the west.
Number 3, dense. Dense.
Dense.
Dense forests can be found in the northwest.
Dense forests can be found in the northwest.
Populated.
Populated.
More densely populated in the west.
The east is more populated than the west.
Number 5, desert. Desert.
Desert.
Abnormal.
Abnormal.
The desert is a hot and dry area. A lot of rain.
Desert is a hot and a dry area.
Number 6, scenery. Scenery.
Scenery.
The Arizona desert is famous because of its beautiful scenery.
The Arizona desert is famous because of its beautiful scenery. Peak.
The mountains in Colorado are covered with snow all year long.
The peaks of the mountains in Colorado are covered with snow all year long.
Industry.
Industry.
There's a lot of industry in the northeast.
There's a lot of industry.
9, spread.
Spread.
Population is spreading more and more to the west.
The population is spreading more and more to the west.
Grow.
Rapid.
Rapid.
The population growth in the west has been rapid.
The population growth in the west has been rapid.
Figure 1 again and answer the questions. Then repeat the correct answers.
Number 1. What is the United States divided into?
States is divided into regions.
Repeat. The United States is divided into regions.
The United States is divided into
More people live in the east than in the west.
There's more population in the east than in the
There's
west.
more population in the east than in the west.
There's more population in the east than in the west.
Number 3. Do dense forests have only a few trees?
forests can be found in the
No.
Dense forests can be found in the northwest.
Number 4. Listen carefully. Is the west more densely populated than the east?
The east is more densely populated than the west.
No, the east is more densely populated than the west.
That's
Number 5. Are temperatures of 100 degrees Fahrenheit abnormal in the desert? Repeat. No. Temperatures of 100 degrees are not abnormal in the desert. Number 6. Why is the Arizona desert famous? Repeat. Because it has beautiful scenery.
Because
Arizona desert is famous because
Number
of
7.
its
Can one find
beautiful.
snow everywhere in Colorado in the summer? Repeat. No, snow can be found only on the mountain peaks.
no snow can be found
How many
on
factories
the mountain peaks.
Repeat. Yes, there's a lot of industry in the Northeast.
industry.
Yes,
Yes,
there
there's
is
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
industry in the Northeast.
Number 9. Are more people moving to the east? Repeat. No, the population is spreading to the west.
No,
The
the
population
No, the population
population
is
is spreading
to
more
the
to the
west.
west.
10. Has the population in the west increased slowly?
No.
Repeat. No, the population growth in the west has been rapid.
No, the population growth
Now go
has
to
been
figure
rapid.
2. Listen to these sentences about the language school.
Number 1. The maximum number of students in a class is 12. This means that we cannot have more than 12 students in a class. Number 2. The minimum number of students in a class is 4. This means that we cannot have a class unless 4 students sign up for it. Number 3. The average number of students in a class is 8. If you add the number of students in all the classes and you divide this total by the number of classes, you get the average number of students in a class. Number 4. A normal day consists of 4 hours in the classroom and 2 hours of work in the lab. This means that this is the usual schedule. Number 5. Because of the holidays, sometimes we have 4-day weeks. In that case, a portion of the lesson is assigned for homework. This means that during short weeks, part of the lesson is done as homework.
Now go to figure 3. Use the information in figure 2 to do this exercise. Listen to the information and circle letter T if the statement is true. Circle letter F if the statement is false. Let's do number 1 together.
Number 1. In the language school, you can have 20 students in a class.
No, that's false.
Did you circle letter F? The statement is false. Number 2. Most classes have more than 4 students. Number 3. Classes cannot have more than 8 students.
It's false.
false.
Number 4. Teachers usually teach 4 hours and go to the lab 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
Number 5. When we have short weeks, all of the lesson is assigned as homework.
Okay, that's it.
False.
Says that we need 4 hours for grammar and 2 hours for audio lessons. If we did that, we can finish book 30 this year. Think about it, and we are going to discuss it tomorrow. Would you like to finish book 30 this year?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Check your answers.
Number 2 is true. Listen, most classes have more than 4 students. Number 3 is false. Listen, classes cannot have more than 8 students. This is not true. Your book says that the average number of students is 8, not the maximum number. Number 4 is true. Listen, teachers usually teach 4 hours and go to the lab 2 hours every day. Number 5 is false. Listen, when we have short weeks, all of the lesson is assigned as homework. This is not true. Only a portion of the lesson is assigned as homework.
Go to figure 4. Repeat the underlined words.
Habit,
Habit.
habit,
Habit.
rain, drain, occurred, occurred,
Occurred.
concluded,
Concluded.
concluded,
Concluded.
keep up with,
Keep up with.
up with, picked up,
Picked up.
Picked up.
Picked up.
contributes,
Contribute.
contribute.
Contributes.
Now listen to the paragraphs.
Rick Gomez is a mechanic. Rick had a good habit and a bad habit. The good habit was that he always removed his wedding ring before he started to work. The bad habit was that he often left his ring near the sink. Then one day, the ring fell inside the sink and it went down the drain. His friend Bill helped him remove a pipe to recover it. After this occurred, he concluded that it was best to leave the ring at home. Rick is a fast worker. Bill is also fast, but sometimes he finds it difficult to keep up with Rick. Sometimes Bill will try to distract Rick by saying a word in Spanish that he's just picked up. Rick finds Bill's Spanish very funny. He often contributes to it by teaching him a few more words.
Look at figure 5. Circle the letter next to the correct answer.
Number 1. Which one of Rick's habits was a good one? Number 2. Where did the ring fall? Number 3. What did he decide after that occurred? Number 4. Can Bill keep up with Rick? Number 5. Who picks up new words in Spanish? Number 6. How does Rick contribute to his friend's Spanish?
Check your answers and repeat the correct responses.
Number 1 is A. Listen. Which one of Rick's habits was a good one? Repeat. Removing his ring before he started to work
Removing his ring before starting to work.
was a good habit. Number 2 is B. Listen. Where did the ring fall? Repeat. It fell down the drain.
It fell down the drain. Fell down the drain.
Number 3 is B. Listen. What did he decide after this?
It was best to leave
He concluded that it was best to leave the ring at home.
Tell that to my wife.
Number 4 is A. Listen. Can Bill keep up with Rick? Repeat. No, Bill isn't as fast as Rick.
No,
No, Bill is in a fast
Number 5 is A. Listen. Who picks up new words in Spanish? Repeat. Bill learns new words in Spanish.
Bill learn new words in Spanish.
Number 6 is C. Listen. How does Rick contribute to his friend's Spanish? Repeat. By teaching him more words in Spanish.
By teaching him more words in Spanish.
Now look at figure 6. Select the correct word.
Number 1. Roger looks, then Peter does. Number 2. That was the test that I've ever had. Number 3. Last night she looked than ever before. Number 4. The Nile is the river in the world. Number 5. John thinks that Mickey's is the restaurant in town. Number 6. I know that Rita feels than I do. She was in bed all day and she never misses work. Number 7. I feel sorry for Harold. He's the popular kid in school. Number 8. Tom drives than anyone I know. Number 9. My brother exercises than I do. Number 10. Uncle Fred lives from town than Uncle Sid does.
Let's check your answers. Repeat the correct responses.
Number 1 is B, happier. Repeat. Roger looks happier than Peter does.
Roger looks happier than Peter does.
Easiest. Repeat. That was the easiest test that I've ever had.
That is
That
the
was the easiest test I ever had.
Number 3 is C, more beautiful. Repeat. Last night she looked more beautiful than ever before.
Last night she looked more beautiful than
More
ever
beautiful
before.
than ever before.
Longest. Repeat. The Nile is the longest river in the world.
The Nile is the
longest river in the
Five
world.
is C, best. Repeat. John thinks that Mickey's is the best restaurant in town.
John thinks that this is the best restaurant in town.
B, worse. Repeat. I know that Rita feels worse than I do. She was all day and she never misses work. Number 7 is B, least. Repeat. I feel sorry for Harold. He's the least popular kid in school. Number 8 is B, worse. Repeat. Tom drives worse than anyone I know.
Tom drives worse than
anyone I know. More. Repeat. My brother exercises more than I do.
My brother exercises more than I do.
Farther. Repeat. Uncle Fred lives farther from town than Uncle Sid does.
Oh,
Uncle Fred lives
Look at figure 7. Listen to the paragraph and fill in the missing words.
Travel between countries is becoming more and more common every day. In the past, only people with a lot of money traveled between Europe and North America, or between South America and Africa for pleasure. But today, even people with average incomes are finding chances to travel overseas. A lot of business is done daily between countries, which are thousands of miles away from each other, and many people take vacations in foreign countries. Because travel is easier and airfares are less expensive, more people can visit countries that they only read about before.
Listen to the paragraph again and check your answers.
Travel between countries is becoming more and more common every day. In the past, only people with a lot of money traveled between Europe and North America, or between South America and Africa for pleasure. But today, even people with average incomes are finding chances to travel overseas. A lot of business is done daily between countries which are thousands of miles away from each other, and many people take vacations in foreign countries. Because travel is easier and airfares are less expensive, more people can visit countries that they only read about before.
After this tape ends, go to the answer page for this tape and check your spelling. This is the end of tape 1A, book 21. American Language Course, book.
One more?
Sure.
Yes, sure. Why
Yes,
not?
teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, teacher.
You wanna finish book 30? Yes or no? You wanna
Yes.
another audio lesson?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Yes,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, one more. Ah, ya. Ya no da más tiempo, tenemos 10 minutos nomás. Ya que, sorry. ¿Pero les puedo poner? ¿Cómo no? Vamos.
Don't worry if you want.
10 minutos más de audio y te paramos.
Teacher, una pregunta. ¿Nos podés mandar tipo los audios como el año pasado del libro 21 que
Claro.
teníamos?
Hoy mismo te
Sí.
les envío por Google Classroom entonces. O por WhatsApp. Bueno,
No sé, yo quiero guardar y escucharme.
dale, sin problema, no problem.
We have to finish lesson 1 this week, right, teacher? In
Yeah.
order to progress with our book.
That's right. Today is, we need to finish.
Thursday.
Yep.
American Language Course,
Profe, no fue tiempo.
21, Tape 1B. Open your books to the activities for Tape 1B. Look at Figure 1. Repeat the underlined words.
Takes after.
Takes after.
Takes after.
Takes
Takes
Takes after.
Appetite. Model. Model.
Appetite.
Play.
Models.
Models.
Call off.
Right.
spread.
Call
Spread.
off.
Spread.
Approximate.
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 Her. Her.
Per.
Per.
Rate.
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 Average.
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 Brand.
Average.
Now listen to the paragraphs.
Steve takes after
Brand.
Frank in many ways. Steve has the same good appetite his father has, and they're both patient and creative. They share an interesting hobby, the assembly of car models. Frank started assembling car models many years ago. He used to spread all the pieces on the dining room table. He would even call off soccer practice in order to finish a model. 200 is the approximate number of models he owns by now. He spends about 60 hours per model. That's a lot of time to dedicate to a hobby. Some models were finished at a faster rate than others, but 60 hours was about his average. His favorite brand name for models is Presto. Frank thinks that they make the best models.
Now answer the questions. Then repeat the correct responses. Try to use the underlined words in your answers.
Is Steve similar to Frank in some ways? Repeat. Yes, Steve takes after Frank in some ways.
Yes, Steve take after Frank.
Who has a good appetite?
Frank in many ways.
Repeat. Both Steve and Frank have a good appetite.
Steve and Frank have a good
What hobby do Steve and Frank share?
Steven.
Repeat. They
Frank
like to
share.
assemble car models.
They like to assemble a car models.
Repeat. He used to spread out all his pieces.
He used
What
to
would Frank
spread
do?
out all his pieces.
Repeat. He would call off soccer practice.
He would call
All
out
of
soccer.
soccer
Models
practice.
that Frank owns. Repeat. The approximate number of cars he now owns is 200. How many hours does Frank spend on each model? Repeat. He spends about 60 hours per model.
About 60 hours.
He spends about 60 hours per
Were some
model.
models finished quicker? Repeat. Yes, some models were finished at a faster rate.
Yes, some models are finished to a
Did he
faster
like many
rate.
brands
Or
of car models?
finish in a faster rate.
Repeat. No, he prefers one brand.
Look at figure 2.
No, he prefers one brand.
Jane arrived late. She didn't see Mr. Nelson. Jane arrived too late to see Mr. Nelson. Repeat. Jane arrived too late to see Mr. Nelson.
Jane arrived too late to see Mr. Nelson.
Listen to the two sentences and combine them. Write the new sentence.
Number 1. Jerry runs slowly. He can't keep up with those kids. Jerry runs too slowly to keep up with those kids. Repeat. Jerry runs too slowly to keep up with those kids.
Jerry runs
Too slowly to
Number
keep
2.
up with those
Carmen
kids.
talks fast. I can't understand her. Carmen talks too fast for me to understand her. Repeat. Carmen talks too fast for me to understand her.
Carmen talks too fast for me to understand her.
Number 3. General Gibson is working hard. He can't contribute his time to extra activities. General Gibson is working too hard to contribute his time to extra activities. Repeat. General Gibson is working too hard to contribute his time to extra activities.
General Gibson is working too hard to contribute time to extra activities.
Number 4. Lori left early. She didn't eat breakfast. Lori left too early to eat breakfast. Repeat. Lori left too early to eat breakfast.
Lori left too early to eat breakfast.
Stays up late. You can't get up early in the morning.
Too late, I think.
Ed stays up too late to get up early in the morning. Repeat. Ed stays up too late to get up early in the morning.
Ed stays up too late to get up early in the morning.
Number 6. Doesn't Mark move slowly? He can't be in the marching band.
Con eso terminamos hoy.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher. Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Isa. Last
Okay,
one.
teacher.
Doesn't Mark move too slowly to be in the marching band? Repeat. Doesn't Mark move too slowly to be in the marching band?
21, take 1A.
Doesn't Mark move
Hey,
too
teacher.
slowly to be in the marching band?
Look at figure 3. Listen to the
Figure 3 hacemos mañana. Okay? That's all for
Okay, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Teacher, see you.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Teacher.
teacher.
Bye, teacher.
today.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.